Well, hello, welcome to I Love Gay today, and sponsored by GayRealEstate.com. And we are here back in Costa Rica with Julio Cesar Calvo. How are you?
Hi, very well. Pura vida from Happy Land.
I know, I haven't seen you in a while, but I know this is you're one of our return guests that we chatted with you. It turns out when we first started this show 3 years ago.
It's amazing that it's been 3 years already, and we went through the whole pandemic thing, and everybody was blocked, and everybody was locked in the house. Wow. It's
Yeah.
amazing that we're still here.
And the last time I saw you was at the we were in Tampa together, which by the way, I'm actually going back to Tampa next week for a LGBT tourism conference. So all of our worlds always come back together. But I was in Tampa with you with the NGLCC, the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber. But
Yeah,
you kind of
exactly. That was in St. Petersburg, right?
yeah, yeah, and you really tap into, but I mean that really shows you're very much in the world of travel and so forth, but also in the world of LGBT business. You kind of really represent all things I would say LGBT oriented when it comes to Costa Rica.
Well, I'm trying to open those spaces in the country. Costa Rica has been a very open-minded country, but when it comes to information and to deliver what the LGBT people needs to know about Costa Rica before making sure they can come to Costa Rica is to provide the right information. And in the last 8 years, I've been working so hard in awareness in businesses and people in the country. So when our community come to Costa Rica, they can feel welcome and safe, which
Yeah,
is very important.
yeah. But I noticed on your website you really focused. You have a brand now, the Essence of Costa Rica. Is that and that really brings a lot of your tourism related activities together. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we have two brands, gaycostarica.com for the LGBT community, and also Essence of Costa Rica, which is an incentive, a destination management company,
Okay.
which offer incentive groups, FITs, tourists that want to come to Costa Rica and explore the country in a different way, in a luxurious way. And we attend corporates also for team buildings and stuff like that with Essence of Costa Rica. So we do a conference of tourism as well with Essence.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. In fact, I remember my business partner Fabrice, I think, attended one of the first conferences you had put together there.
Yeah, well, pandemic almost killed us all. So
Yeah. Yeah.
our agency, Gay Costa Rica, was really like very upset because 2020 was devastated, no tourists in 1 year. So we decided to get a new product. It's called Essence of Costa Rica Conference. And we start bringing, travel agencies to Costa Rica to get to know the country, the destination, and to push them to come. And we start a campaign, actually, the country itself start a campaign, say, don't cancel, postpone.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the, part of the campaign that we did as well. So like
Yeah.
other countries did.
Yeah, but I know a big focus of yours lately has been with just the world has been changing. It's been a kind of a tumultuous decade, and a lot is happening. But a lot of Americans, especially LGBT Americans, have been thinking of or just totally moving to Costa Rica.
Yeah, and thank you for this opportunity to talk to the public because it's important for LGBT expats that want to move to Costa Rica know a lot of details about moving to the country. The weather is different, the culture is different, the water tastes delicious, safe to drink in all America. I think we're country number one or number two in Latin America, or the
Yeah,
country that you can drink the water straight from the pipe.
yeah,
Uh, and the society in general, is very accepted about human rights and about the LGBT community. And a lot of people that are retiring,
yeah,
they just decide to move to live in Costa Rica because it's very close to the U.S.
yeah,
2.5 hours from Florida, 5 hours from Texas, Los Angeles, California, from New York. So it's easy for them to go back if they have any businesses to take care of. And most of them, they like to come here and visit for 6 months, and then they move back for 6 months, and they're back and forth all the time.
yeah,
So they're close to home in home, and that's what it makes Costa Rica a strategic country to move in.
yeah,
And the fact that our laws protect the LGBT community is really, really important. Equal marriage was approved in 2020 during pandemic,
yeah,
and the trans community, they can receive all the treatments from the social security for free, and that's by law in the country now. and LGBT couples can adopt children's, and that's also a good thing.
Yeah.
If the minor is 10 years or more, they can adopt it by law now. So it's very progressive at this point.
Yeah. So the laws are take make us feel protected. And what about the communities people are moving to? Are they going to the bigger cities or are they going more to the resort areas?
That's a great question. And we have a scouting program in which
Yeah.
the people first call us. We set up a call. We ask them a few questions about why they want to move to Costa Rica, what are the reasons, where do they want to live, and why they want to live in that area. So the second step is for them to come to Costa Rica in a scouting trip. We're having a scouting trip in November,
Yeah.
and when they come, we show them around. We give them a little conference, half morning with lawyers, immigration, with relocation company that can help them to move their stuff to Costa Rica. There is a company also that bring pets to Costa Rica, so in a safe way. So we have this meeting at first, and then we take you around in the city area so you can see where the gay communities are gathering when they arrive to Costa Rica. And we kind of want to them to mix with Costa Ricans, not with Americans, right? Because there is no point to mix with Americans if you have them all in your country. So we bring them here. Of course, you go to the communities of Americans where they live and you talk and they meet and have lunches and dinners. But we wanted to mix up a little bit with Costa Rican culture and the Costa Ricans. So there are towns within 45 minutes from downtown San Jose, and most of the people prefer to live in the mountains, which is more cheaper and affordable to live in a house, rent a house, the groceries. You're not in, if you're from New York, you don't want to live in the city. At least you miss the city. Then you want to stay in San Jose, right?
Yeah.
But most of the people are living in Atinas, in Grecia town, in Palmares, San Ramon, Heredia. Those are areas where LGBT people are moving in because they like tranquility, they like the rainforest which is around, and they like all the green we have, and the people that are so nice and beautiful. So that's one of the things that they wanna move into it when they think about Costa Rica.
That's nice to know. What about what is it? Manuel Antonio has always been like the first gay area of Costa Rica. Is that also kind of popular for some folks?
Oh yes, they are. I mean, Manuel Antonio is still very famous. I love it. I like it a lot. It's growing a little bit, and some people like to go there and explore the area to see Manuel Antonio. But now people are moving a little southern than Manuel Antonio to Vita, to Dominical. It's very, yeah, particular for me to know that there is a lot of LGBT couples moving into the south of Costa Rica
Yeah.
because you are in the rainforest with ocean view. And that's really nice and really peaceful, and the pricing are really okay for now. But Manuel Antonio, yes, it still have that vibe and a little familiar from my touch right now. But that's why I moved to Tamarindo in the north for making activities because it's more lively in the night, bars, restaurants open 24 hours. It's really nice.
Yeah. You mentioned Tamarindo, and they just had a Pride festival there recently, right?
I was there helping
Yeah.
organizing it, and yeah, Tamarindo Pride was really nice. Like I say, we're converting Tamarindo in the gay destination of Costa Rica because it has everything the people from the U.S., Canada, or Europe like. Restaurants, great gastronomy, nice homes, condominium houses, ocean front. Airport is within an hour, the international airport of Liberia, and most of the famous hotels are right there, like W Costa Rica, Rio Hotels, Westin's, Planet Hollywood, and that's all these brands are right over there. And there is a lot of things to do in Guanacaste, by the way, for people that want to move into Costa Rica. So that's one of the areas that we recommend.
Okay. Wow, that's nice to know. I when I was going through your social media, I discovered that that Pride Festival. It looked like there was a lot of good things going on.
It was. The people needs to come and explore the country because
Mm,
Tamarindo is one of the things that we're offering. Also, Manuel Antonio.
yeah.
But for people that really wants to move to Costa Rica for whatever reason is, they need to know a few things. Don't worry about buying a house right away. Our advice is to come in the first trip,
Yeah.
scouting trip, see when you make the decision a year or 2 years later or 6 months later, then you come and rent.
Yeah.
for 2 or 3 months in one area, let's say Tamarindo, and then 1 month in Manuel Antonio. And if you don't like it, you move around within the country. For example, this couple that I love a lot, they own bed and breakfast by the Arena Lake in the middle of the country. It's a Sweetwater Lake, and it's called Casa Dona Rosa. They are a B&B owned by a gay couple, and we usually put the expats there so they can, kind of live there for 1 week. And if they decide that they really like it, then we find them a house so they can rent for 2 or 3 months. And if they really like that area, then our real estate brokers, they come and show them around options where to buy. But advice number one to when people want to move to Costa Rica is come and live in different areas for 2 or 3 months, and then come back again to the city and to the other mountain range areas and see where they really want to live before they buy anything. And this is an advice from other, North American people that live here already.
Yeah, yeah. Nice to know. Well, I'm going to make sure I'm going to have a link on the YouTube version of this to all of your social media so they could find you and be able to, especially if anyone's considering it, they could make sure they're there in November for your scouting trip.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for that. I'm trying to get a connection with the US realtors as well, because there is a potential business for everybody. And, it's a win-win situation. The person that wants to move to Costa Rica, they want to feel that they're comfortable and safe. So we're right now on the goal of making some partnerships in the US with other realtors, so we can have the referrals to Costa Rica, and we can take care of these, people that really want to move to the country, and then we want to make sure they are safe and nice.
Well, anyway, no, I'm really glad that you were able to take a few moments of your time and share a bit of your story here with our audience. And I look forward to seeing you at one of these upcoming events here soon too.
Yeah, well, I'm planning to go to the NGLCC in 3 weeks. I'll be there probably.
Yes.
And the Real Estate Alliance also, I'm planning to go there in September, and the IGLTA event in October in Puerto Rico. Those are in my agenda. I want to go and promote, and people get to know me. Yeah. And hopefully we can bring, those people that are really looking to move to Costa Rica for a few years. They want to buy or invest or rent. Yeah. Or even if some people want to do tourism, our travel agency, GayCostaRica.com, we can provide that services as well, and give a lot of advisory in that regard. So I want to thank you for this opportunity to showcase in your program. It's amazing.
Well, thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you very much, and thank you for everybody for seeing us.